Hi, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Blonde. I'm Missy Day.
And Jill Branson.
And with us is the beautiful Michell Hausbeck, who is one of our favorite blondes. Yay! Yay! Hi! So she has an amazing announcement that she's going to share with us on our show. But first, I have a question for you. So, 2 dragons are dead. How do you feel about that?
You brought that up.
I love those dragons on Game of Thrones, and I am unhealthily attached to them.
Unhealthily.
I know they're not real. I just made it up.
They
Unhealthily.
are too real. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. I literally screamed last night and then made Doug pause the show because I had to have a moment to mourn Regal's death.
Aww. A moment of silence right now.
A moment of silence.
So if you're not a Game of Thrones watcher, we have just given a spoiler, so I'm sorry.
We need to put in the post of this spoiler alert.
For those of you that recorded and
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, yeah, because the Game of Thrones people, they're really kind of a little fanatical about the whole spoiler thing.
yeah.
Oh yes.
I saw
Yes,
some
they
posts
are.
about that. Pretty
Yes, they
upset
are.
people.
Yeah. Yes, thanks to Michelle. My husband and I are now addicted to Game of Thrones. We were late to the party, and now it's ending, and I'm really upset.
I hope there's going to be some kind of spin-off or additional shows. I've read that there was some in the works, so
Oh.
I'm voting for a prequel so we can find out about the Mad King.
yes, I agree.
Yes.
And he had dragons, so.
So
Well, it
more
comes from
dragons.
lineage of dragons. Yes. I know way too much about the dragons.
All right.
Anyway.
She did research.
So we're going to move away from Game of Thrones now, and we're going to talk about Michelle and her surprise. So what is happening with you?
Well, I'm not pregnant, as Missy said earlier. When she put that post up, I had a couple people call me like, "Are you pregnant?" Well, it's kind of like I'm giving birth, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
true.
let a little bit of the secret leak last week, if anybody saw my Facebook page. But I have been in the process of rebranding 444 Creative for the last year and a half. And it is finally rolling out this week.
Yay!
Awesome.
So the new brand will be called Hausbeck Brand, and the website will be live later this week, and it is a creative company. So it is a place to house everything that I have going on, and I'm very excited for this foundation to be built.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to
I
be
can
awesome.
hardly wait.
Yes. I'm going to see a sneak peek
Can
of
we?
Yes, please.
the logo, even though I let it leak. And this is also some fun swag for you guys. I'll show you the back since it has the full
I
logo.
Love it. Love it, love it.
Love it.
So this is for you, Jill.
Thank you.
This is for, I just barked like a dog. Oof.
Oh.
This is for you, Missy Day.
Yay,
Got an H
thank
on the
you.
front,
And I
too.
also got these fun
Very
sweatshirts
cute.
made too, but
And it's pink. I love the sweatshirt.
Oh, I love that.
yes, it's got the little logo on the side there. Too warm to wear them now, but I am prepared.
That's
Awesome.
all right.
Yeah. Thank
I
you very
will be
much.
getting one of those when it gets colder.
All right, I have some for you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm pretty excited about the logo because I've always wanted to do something with butterflies because I love what they represent. And this logo was born out of the H for the Hausbeck, the butterfly shape, and then the wings of the butterfly are actually thumbprints for brand identity.
Oh, yeah.
So I was able to mesh everything together, and I'm just in love with it, which is what I tell my clients they should be.
That's
They should
right.
be in love with your brand.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So what would you say to people, somebody, a business owner that is not loving their brand or their website? What is the first step?
The first step would really B, to recognize it and admit it. So it's hard to do because it's something you work in every single day and you're out there selling or marketing. So it's hard to admit to yourself sometimes that you're not happy with it, but it's really a detriment if you're not, because you're not talking about it in an excited way. You're not saying, yeah, go check out my website, check out my social media, you know, here's a promotional item or here's a handout. And it really stops the flow and the momentum when you're not in love with your brand. So the first step is to acknowledge it and then reach out to a professional. A professional that will ask all the right questions of, why aren't you happy? You know, maybe what happened? What are you looking for? So there's a whole series of questions that you should just have a conversation with a professional first.
So let's say they wanted that professional to be you. So how would they contact you?
Well, my new email is michelle@hausbeckbrand.com, and I'll spell Hausbeck Brand and put it in the comments too.
Okay.
So it's HAUSBECKBRAND.com. Hausbeck Brand.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I can personally testify that she is amazing at redoing brands and websites. And we just talked about this the other day. I still look at my website and my branding and I just say, wow, that's me.
Yeah, I'm really awesome. Yeah, I agree.
And that's the way you should feel about everything that you have about your business, because if you don't feel that way, your clients aren't going to feel that way either.
Right. And that's one of the things I talk about with whether it's a rebrand or a brand new business is you've got to be proud of it, because that's going to translate out to your consumers, your customers, whether it's you talking about it or in your content or your marketing. When there's a disconnect between how you feel about your business, that translates out into every single thing that you do.
Right.
So it's really, that emotional connection to it is really important.
When you go through the process with people of what's the importance of the deep dives?
The deep dives are a series of questions that I've come up with, and it's usually 2 to 3 hours. That's the initial kind of kickoff deep dive meeting. And the importance of those is to really, truly find out the why. And it's the why of, why do you do your business? Why did you want to rebrand? Why are you starting this? Why do you want people to listen to you? What value can you add? What are your goals? What are your challenges? We talk about target audiences. There's a whole series of questions that are meant to create the foundation, and this is what I call brand development, before any design starts, before any content is written, before any strategies are put in place. You really have to dig down deep and understand why you're doing what you're doing and what are the goals, short term, long term. Are they realistic? A lot of people set goals, but they may not be realistic for what's happening right now.
Right.
So I partner with my clients to help us figure all this out and get a game plan together and then move into the design process.
Awesome. So the first time when we were working together and she told me it was going to be like about 2 hours, I was like, what? And it went by quickly, but from that 2 hours, she went and completely redid my brand, and it represents who I am.
It's beautiful. I love it.
And Deborah Betts also. Her branding is amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love what I do. It's so rewarding to me to help the other person pull out of what's in their head and turn it into something tangible and visible or audible, to make it real.
Right.
Because it's rolling around and you have some kind of vision, but to actually see that happen and to be able to touch it, feel it, hear it, sometimes smell it, depends on what the brand is.
Yeah.
Is so rewarding for myself, and then to see my clients' eyes light up and just own it.
It's very cool. It's very fun. You're amazing at what you do.
Thank
You're
you.
very good at it. So if people want to reach out and talk to you, how would they do that? Once more,
you can email me at michelle@hausbeckbrand.com. You can actually visit my Hausbeck Brand Facebook page. That is up and running and has all of my contact information on it and some samples of my work. And that's where I'll be pushing out some updates too as the website becomes live, other workshops are released, kind of everything we have rolling out in the next month or so will be housed on the Facebook page, and that's facebook.com/hausbeckbrand.
and you can also, if you're interested in learning more about what Michelle does, and if you'd like to work with her, you can just raise your hand in the comments for our live show that's running on our Facebook pages right now, and she will get a hold of you. So thank you so much for coming and having fun with us, and congratulations on
Let's hang
the Hausbeck brand.
Yay! Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.